what is your favorite Mother's Day present you have ever received? So I'm going to have to give a little bit of context on this one. During my second pregnancy with my son Dallas, we were told at 12 weeks along that he had a mass so large in his abdomen that when my husband saw it on ultrasound, he thought it was his brain. No specialist could diagnose it. They just knew it was really, really bad and I should consider termination. That was devastating for me as a mother. I was so worried about my son. I didn't know if he was in pain. I didn't know if he was going to be okay. I was told that he might miscarry or be a stillbirth. I was told that he might not make it to his first birthday. It was horrifying. It was awful. It was hands down the most painful thing I have ever been through in my life. And to make it all worse, when I refused the termination, my maternal fetal medicine specialist would not stop bringing it up. He used the word with me 8 times. It was more than one appointment that he brought it up. It was almost like he was trying to say, no, Chelsey, seriously. No, you seriously don't want this baby. It's like he didn't hear my words coming out of my mouth when I said, no, I don't want a termination. I don't care what you say about my son. I want my son. I want my son to live. I'm going to take care of him. I love him. And it was like he just didn't get that. And it was, to this day, the most offensive thing anyone has ever said to me was that my son might not be worth it. It was horribly, horribly painful. And so weeks and weeks and weeks later, when we had an actual diagnosis for my son that looked like he had a pretty good chance of being mostly okay, I felt so much relief, so many tears, so much still fresh pain. The first thing that I did was my husband and I went to a bookstore and we bought him Love You Forever. It was the most beautiful way I could express how I felt about my son. And it never mattered to me what they said was wrong with him. Nothing. It didn't mean anything to me because I love my son and I was going to love him every moment, no matter how many moments he had. And I wanted to express that in the first gift that I ever bought him, being Love You Forever. And so last year, Mother's Day, 2023, right after my son had reached that first birthday, my husband bought me a necklace, and it's very beautiful. It had this little bird on the side of it and the stars, like a flower cut out or like almost like a star shape on the front. And when you opened it, it said inside, I love you forever. I like you for always. As long as I'm living, my mommy you'll be. And I don't think anyone can ever top that. That's the most beautiful gift I've ever been given. It just felt like a hug, getting a hug right back from my children and my husband, and knowing that our family was going to be okay. Something that I didn't know for so long, and it's just being memorialized and celebrated in this one gift, and it just meant a lot to me.